Hello YouTube, this is VidHead85. I'm going to talk a little bit about um, there's a viewpoint in Think Progress by Tara Culp Wrestler that talks about Chicago public schools and how they are, in the district's words, teaching accurate information so that students can make healthy choices regarding their health, but also sex ed, and be having age appropriate material for as they get up in age, so that they can identify how to make those healthy choices. And our Puritan save it till marriage culture, um, while we made some strides as far as sex education is concerned, so many states, I can tell you, every state that voted for Romney and most states that vote constantly Republican will have the highest form of teen pregnancy. And that's not just because they don't teach sex education. It's also not medically accurate. I feel that medically accurate sex education should be um, what our gold standard should be when it comes to sex education. Many states have it where abstinence education is stressed as the best form, the optimal, the gold standard, when it is not the gold standard. Why don't we take a look at who is it? That Palin girl, Bristol. Yeah, her. Um, she was on the Sarah Palin abstinence only plan, and look what happened to her. Yeah, she made a terrible decision, but would she have been able to make that decision and not end up with the result, which I know that her child is a blessing to her, but would the same course of events have happened had she been taught correctly how to use contraception? And also the state has something to do with it. Is contraception readily available to someone who is 17? What's the age where they can buy Plan B on their own or contraception on their own? So anyway, we have a patchwork of sex ed policies. And across the country, 37 states require that abstinence be taught in sex ed classes. 26 require abstinence must be stressed as the best and safest option, which it is. But, as I say, it is morals without reality. We understand that this makes it to where kids have to bumble through sex and the world of exploring their bodies by themselves. Some people say that we should keep our parents. We should keep this as a home conversation. How many of you parents will tell your kids about it? Many of you won't even open up. You'll probably get a book and tell them to read that. But also, for the LGBT kids out there, how many of you will affirm your LGBT son or daughter and do that for them, as far as giving them medically accurate information about it? Most people won't. So, my whole thing is this Think Progress article on it is great. I will put a link to it. I feel that America's obsession with sex is an adult thing only. We should leave that alone for everyone, because you don't want to offend anybody. You know what? Fuck offensive. Whoever's offended, you know what? You're just gonna be. Because of the fact is, we can't keep on this road to abstinence only education, which does not help our children. It does not help our students. It doesn't help our college students. It makes it to where, because of this whole purity thing, rape is abounding. Because because we have the whole women being chaste and the whole double standard for men, and then when women do get raped, they're looked at as if they're the ones that could have prevented it. And not only that, why don't we also look at Zerlina, who was on Fox News and said, "Teach men not to rape," and what this brouhaha that caused, because a bunch of people are not willing to say, "Hey, dude, keep it in your pants." No means no. But yet, let's have a woman shit or piss on herself or grab a pistol to fend off a rapist. Telling a man not to rape is much simpler. And we need to teach that too. Good day, YouTube.